Did my ads work? And why do I have to do so much report hopping to get the answer to that and any other question I may have? Like any business owner, it's a simple question. I want to know if the advertising that I paid for is actually sending any people to my landing page. Where are they coming from? When did they get there? On a date, possibly a time, right? A question like that takes 10 seconds to ask, but you have to maybe sometimes go through 30 minutes to actually get the answer to it. Let me show you why, especially if you're using Google Analytics 4. Now, GA4 is a very powerful aggregator. It's basically, it collects every click. I mean, we have access to clicks, events, sessions, acquisition reports, leads, all this stuff. The advertising information is there. But how you get to it, that's the question. Because while it is a powerful tool, it's also incredibly tough to navigate. And that's something even people who have vast experience with Google Analytics will have to cop to, because everybody knows this. So, how do you get that kind of information from Google Analytics? Well, you have to do a little bit of report hopping, as I like to call it. Here's an example of the kind of reports you'd have to go through in order to get that information about, did my ads work and where people are coming from. You want to go into lifestyle acquisition, then you go into traffic acquisition. And by default, the session primary channel is, that's the default, and it goes by day. So you see here that it has paid search, cross network, direct. But what you really want is you want something a little bit more specific. So what you can do is you can add, go up here and you can add, let's see, instead of scrolling through, let's go ahead and add country. So it's under geography, country. And you can see here that it's paid search United States, and you have organic search and referrals. Now, of course, I want to see the landing page that these people are going to. I want to make sure it's correct. So I go back up here, but here's the thing. I can't do both the landing page and the country. I'm going to have to get rid of country and just add landing page with query string is what they have here. And then it goes through depending on, big your query is. Okay, so you're seeing here that the paid search is going to the default page. Organic search is not set, and we'll go over, that's another issue that we'll go over at a later stage. The whole idea here is that you cannot do both country and where they landed. You have to do one, then download, right? And then you do the other and then download. And if you wanted to do something as far as any kind of date, for example, you have to get rid of this, because if you're running multiple campaigns, you want to be able to say what campaign does what. In this case, what I'm going to do, date. I'd like to see the date and hour, and it puts it in this format, which is year, month, days, and hour. Okay, the 1 o'clock. So that's 13, 14. So it does military time. And this is the direct. And of course, if you wanted to do a few more, it's up here. You actually hit and you do 11 to 20. And so far, it's got about 4,500 lines, which is a lot. So if you're doing something like this, then you can probably just break it down. And so, now, because I wanted to do something specifically for paid search, I actually got rid of the filter just to show you something, and I got rid of that. So if I want to do paid search, I can just do paid, and it'll automatically show me the paid search. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and add, for example, the date, because if I'm running different campaigns, I want to see how many people are running that or are coming to that landing page at a certain time. I go ahead and choose date, hour, and it gives me all the different ones. Again, this is going to be the 11th of June, 2026 at 1 o'clock, and this is 6 a.m. And this is 4 p.m. and all other stuff. Like I said, it's military time. And there are 638 rows. So now I need to download that as well. So it's a lot of downloading separate reports. And because of that, you really don't have the full context of what it is that you're trying to understand, because you're having to go through and finding each parameter separately. And it does take a lot of time. It takes more time than it needs to take. But there is a solution, and let me show you, or at least there is a better way to do it. Let me show you how to do that. This is Google Analytics Query Explorer. So this is where you're going to get the information that you need with the right context that you need, so you can answer, did my ads work? How many people did they send me? And where did they come from? So you're going to go ahead and choose the property. Here I've chosen my account, and the property I actually want to do is my site itself. In this case, I think the default is 30 days ago, and it's also yesterday's the end date, right? So you're getting about 29 to 30 days worth of information. Okay, so one is I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the session source medium, right? And in this case, I want the date, country, not the country ID. The country ID is like, if you're familiar enough with country IDs to know that, AT is AU being Australia, country ID works, but I'm going to choose the actual country name. And I'm going to also choose, in this case, landing page, because I'm doing my entire site in query string. So yeah, it's my entire site, but I want to see specifically if anybody's coming from paid advertising, and that's the way to do that. And then once you're done with that, you make the request. So as you can see here, it's showing me all of this information. I see the landing page sessions and I see the session sources. So basically I can go into this part, download it, just click copy here, and I am good to work with this. But believe me when I say it is so much simpler to work with Query Explorer. It is not perfect, but Query Explorer will help you to actually, and it's helping me to get the data I need to answer the questions with the context I need to answer. So the question again is, how many reports should it take for you to answer a business question? I mean, it takes you 10 seconds to ask the question, so it should take you a reasonable amount of time, not 30 minutes, to really pull the data that you need, depending on your business. Now, if there's one thing I have learned in going through this is that your business doesn't need another dashboard. It probably needs a better way to ask questions of the data it already has. So that's why I've been experimenting with different ways that we can basically come up with another approach, or how I can come up with another approach to get the data that I need instead of pulling multiple reports, querying the actual data directly. I query the data directly instead of using an interpreter, and just kind of finding a way the data I need, because all of it is there. It's just that I need to ask the right questions in the right way. If that means something to you, drop a comment and let me know. What kind of reports are you running? How long does it take? And, do you need to draw down 2, 3, 4 different reports to answer one question?